Hey guys, Multiclass Gamer here. Welcome back to more Banjo-Tooie. Actually, on top of this wooden post here, which is pretty much this, standard sign for Gulch Mine, which is the second world of the game, which we are going into in this episode. We have some notes up here, if I can get to them, that is. Come on. There we go. Okay. Still can't get that Jinjo quite yet, but we will be able to very soon. Pretty much practically rise you into Gulch Mine. It'll probably be the first move you go to. But first of all, there's one more thing we want to take a look at before we go in there, and that would be, well, aside from these baddies here, see smell grating here? We'll look above it. As you can see, there is a fireball above it, and the only logical thing to do with that is shoot a fire egg at it. That'll open up the metal grain, lead to black nothingness. Let's find out what's beyond this black nothingness, shall we? Let's do so. Actually, believe it or not, beyond here is an entirely different area of Isle of Hags. See? A silo. This is the Pine Grove. It is location of World 3, Witchy World. Once again, not going there quite yet, but there is actually some other stuff we can do out here. Get some more notes. That is the location of Humba Wumba's wigwam in Isle of Hags. So yes, there are actually some lopos outside the worlds in Isle of Hags itself. So keep an eye out for those as well. But they're not going to be as easy to find as the ones inside the worlds. But what is actually very important over here is another move. Oh, dude, there we go. For blasting things, these eggs were made. Don't stand close when you fire a grenade. There you go, grenade eggs. That'll be all. Dismiss. Oh, there he goes again! 2 times in a row, seriously. 2 times in a row in the same world, he did that. Oh my god. So yes, grenade eggs. Grenade eggs are the third types of eggs you'll be using this game. You're gonna have the least capacity for the grenade eggs more than anything else, but trust me, grenade eggs, it's very understandable. They are very powerful weapons of mass destruction. Okay, maybe not mass destruction, but they do a lot of damage. They're basically they're the closest you get to throwing those oranges, those orange bombs you had in, Donkey Kong 64. But enough about that. We have a new world, my friends. Gulch Mine. Let's jump on inside and get started here. It's basically you fall down a rope, and here you are in Gulch Mine. Got some boxes right here with some stuff from the previous game. Well, actually, this isn't. These are springy step shoes, but you'll have to come and find me before you can use them. Yeah, you actually won't be able to use these until World 5, actually, so be patient about those. But these you can use right off the bat, and there is something you can do with them early on the world. But actually, before you continue on here, above the entrance is actually the first Cheeto page. Here you go. And after that, 5 pages at last, come and see me in Grunty's old lair in Spiral Mountain. And I'll tell you your first secret cheat. Alright. Now, there is one thing, you know what? We might as well just take care of this right away. Well, actually you can't quite yet, crap. I forgot. You're gonna need both moves of this world in order to take on what's beyond that boulder there. But the second move is actually in there, so we just need one move in order to get in there. Dang, there's already a lot of stuff I can see I can do right now. You know what? I'm not gonna worry about this quite yet. The switch we'll worry about later. But yeah, it's pretty much like any other world that you start off in. You feel overwhelmed because there's so many different things to see, and the more experienced you are at the game, the more overwhelmed you are, because like certain things you can do and certain things you can't do right off the bat when you enter the world. So it can be kind of overwhelming at first when you enter, but as you find your way through, you'll figure things out. Okay, so here we go. Let's get our first move at Gulch Mine right here. This makes breaking so much fun. Now listen up to how it's done. Leap high in the air, then hold Z. Watch Kazooie spin and drill with her head. See, there's your proof right there that Z is pronounced Zed in this game. Aw, dang, he didn't hit his head again. That's so hilarious how it happened 2 times in a row. can't believe that actually happened. What are the odds of that happening, honestly? I don't know the actual official odds of him hitting his head when he, you know, re-enters his silo, but I still think it's hilarious. Or his hideout or whatever. Anyways, got some more notes along here. And our first use of the build drill right here with this boulder here. Anytime you see boulders like this, you can now build drill and destroy them. Like so. You think you'd use a grenade eggs or something, but no you don't. And there, under that boulder, was our first extra honeycomb piece of the world. I don't know if there's the same amount every world, but I do know that in this world there happens to be 3 empty honeycomb pieces, 3 Cheeto pages. I know there's always 3 Cheeto pages. But yeah, there's only 2 moves to learn in this world, so... And the second one is just inside that area, that first area I showed you, that leads to a Jiggy that I'm going to take care of early on. But for now, let's go inside here. This is the prospector's hut. So what could possibly be going on here? Howdy! Who might you be? I'm Bill. I'll bet your other name is gold-related, was it? Gold Bar Bill? Klondike Bill? Nope, Bullion Bill's my name. Thought so. What's up, Bill? My roadie partner, Dilberta, went looking for gold, but she's been gone for too long. We'll keep a lookout for her. Not so fast, Banjo. Make sure he makes it worth our while. Oh, okay. Can we have a prize if we find her? You city folk are all alike. I wonder where she could be. How bad is my western accent? I apologize. I'm sure I came in through a tunnel. Okay, I totally messed up the voice there. But anyways, yeah, the character probably looked familiar, and so does the character on the wall. If it isn't obvious, it is that very character we found inside the, whatchamacallit, the, thing. Well, basically, if you go in here, you'll end up inside Mayhem Temple and the prison compound. You're basically right behind that boulder that's inside the prison compound. So, it's very, very simple what you have to do. You have to go all the way back to Mayhem Temple, destroy that boulder, and then that will free Dilberta and allow her to come, allow her or him. I don't actually know if it's a her or him. Actually, you know what? It would probably help if I paid attention to the dialogue, then I would know. But yeah, once you do that, it'll free the character, and they'll be able to come straight back to Gulch Mine. And that will act as a shortcut from then on between Gulch Mine and Mayhem Temple. And that is one of the things that people love about this game, including myself, you know, compared to the first game. You know, no matter how much you may love the first game, you have to admit that this game really has the whole connection thing going for it, you know? But anyways, before we go ahead and free Dilberta, we're going to go ahead and take this on while it's still in my mind. So anyways, get on top of this boulder and build drill it once you have the move. And then you earn the second move of the world inside here. And actually in here, this is our Ordnance storage entrance. Yes, this is the first-person shooter segment of Gulch Mine. And it is actually a lot more challenging than the one Mayhem Temple was. But guess what? Over here is a move that is very, very, very vital for this mission. You can't do it without this. Another use for the feathered freak. Makes good use of her pointy beak. The bad guys know that it's no joke. Just press B to give him a poke. That'll be all. This move is only useful inside the first-person shooter segments, but yeah, for the purposes of this particular mission, it is practically futile to attempt this mission without effective voting would let you. You've learned a beak attack, huh? Sure have, partner. Well, maybe you could help me out here. A real nasty bunch of TNT sticks escaped from their box and are threatening to blow up my mine. Don't worry, we'll go in there and blast them. No! Shoot one, the whole mine will explode. You'll have to try to defuse them somehow. Anything else? Yep, you'll have to be quick, because when you defuse the first one, the others will probably start their detonation timers. And that is pretty much your scenario here. There's a bunch of TNT sticks running around inside this mine. and there's 15 of them in total. And once you defuse the first one, you have 200 seconds to defuse the remainder of them. I think it's 200 seconds, I'm pretty sure. Here's the first one right here. You have to use the Beak Buster move in order to get through this. There you go. So now timer start, and now we have to basically go for it. So my way of doing this is to go along the right as much as possible. Basically go around the entire mine, and do not miss a single room. Just go everywhere that's right, I guess, is the best way to put it. But then each room you go through, you just destroy each of the TNT sticks. It's not that challenging as long as you stick to a pattern, basically. Music in here is really cool, and I love how, you know, love how it speeds up as you run out of time, but it also makes it, again, it makes it more nervous and makes it more challenging. Okay, gotta make sure there's nothing. Okay. For some reason, I thought sometimes the way the walls are built here, it might seem like there's a tunnel where there isn't. Anyways, yeah, some of these TNT sticks are actually inside tunnels too, just so you know, and they can't hurt you as long as you don't destroy them, obviously. And the funny thing is that you actually don't die immediately when you lose this. The only thing that happens is you just take one bit of damage, and then it gives you a chance to redo the whole thing. So yeah, basically, that guy was lying when he said it would destroy the entire mine. It literally he was. You can as many times as you like, but it's still very annoying, you know, time limit, but it's not that bad. Of course, now I said that, I'm probably gonna lose this. I mean, let's be honest here. Okay, so music's going pretty fast here, but we haven't even lost half the time yet, so don't worry about it. I just love the western feel to it, I guess. It's pretty much what I love about this world is the theme to it. It's pretty much what I love about all worlds in this game, actually, though. It's just every theme that they have going. Yeah, the next world is actually the closest you get to a Mad Monster Mansion, actually. Okay, so I think the rest of TNT 6 are out here. Okay, well, there's one out here. But the first one shouldn't be too difficult to find. Or the last one, I should say. Yeah, it's right up there, see? Yeah, see, as long as you follow a pattern like I did, this is really simple. Like, we still got a minute left, and we already found the last one. So yeah, this is very, very simple. It's more difficult than the Mayhem Temple one, but it's not bad as long as you do it right, basically. So I've made my points. Let's defuse the last one, shall we? There you go. Much obliged to you, partners. How obliged? Are we talking a reward here? Well, all I got's this funny-shaped nugget. I reckon yous can have it. There we go. Music goes back to normal speed, and there's our Jiggy. Sweet sauce. Awesome sauce. Whatever kind of sauce you prefer, I guess. Maybe barbecue sauce. I'm personally not a big fan of any sauce. Every time I go Jack in the Box, you know, they always ask me what sauce I want with my nuggets, and I always go with none. Because it's how I prefer them without any sauce. If I did, it would be ketchup, but I don't think ketchup is actually sauce, just a condiment. But then again, condiments could be sauces. There you go. It always surprises me how easily I'm able to find my way around there. You would think it would be very complicated, but it's actually it's fairly small compared to some of the, you know, more complicated first-person segments you'll see later on in the game. But that's pretty much it for the Gulch Mine one. That was the Ordnance storage. And because we've done that, we've learned basically both the moves in the entire level, so we don't have to worry about learning anything new or being able to do, you know, getting stuck anywhere in this world. But unfortunately, there are some jiggies you'll still have to come back for later on. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to head back to Mayhem Temple, and we're going to free Dilberta, because that's, you know, it's the first thing we discovered in this world, so we're going to do that. Well, the first thing was the Ordnance storage, but whatever, beyond that. Okay, so I'll meet you guys back in Mayhem Temple. Actually, it's not that far. Actually, you know what? While we're out here, might as well free this Jinjo right here, which is on this boulder. There we go. That's the second of the 9 black Jinjos, too. Alright. Let's go ahead and over to Wood Hollow. And Mayhem Temple will be right there. So yeah, there's really no point in me, you know, cutting when there's all these different ways you can make your trip shorter. You got the silos in the overworld, you got the warps inside the worlds, you know, and now we have a link between Mayhem Temple and Gulch Mine, so that's even better. You know, Dilberta's face being on the warpad menu is going to be completely useless after we free him. You do realize that. Or her. I totally forgot. Once again, I'm sorry. Yes, there we go. Choice boulder. And there we go. We can now go straight to Gulch Mine from here. Thanks very much for unblocking my passage. It's worth it, Jiggy. Hand it over, you plague-ridden beast. Or pest. Eek! You'll have to come and see my Master Bill about that. I thought Bill was calling you his partner, not his... I don't know. I have no idea, and I don't want to know. I don't think I really don't think I don't want... I really don't think I want to know. Okay, Bill. Why are you so sad? Your friend's here. My rodent partner, Dilberta's still missing. Funny you should say that. We had another look around and managed to find her. Oh, it's her. Sorry. Here she is now. Hi, honey. I'm home. Dilberta, is that really you? I'm so happy you found my Dilberta. Take this pretty little gold nugget as a reward. It's no different than the funny-shaped nugget you had earlier, so what are you officially calling them, dude? Make up your mind. Hey, don't be blocking me. Don't be Jiggy blocking me. It's not okay. Okay. Well, our business side of the Prospector Hut's done. And with that, y'all, it is time to end off this episode. So, I'm Multiclass Gamer, and I will see you guys next time for some more Gulch Mine and Banjo-Tooie. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.